All right, peace be to this channel. So I had nothing but trouble. I didn't turn my mic on, and I started going teaching, and I was teaching for 10 minutes, and my channel blacked out anyway. So circle, triangle, square, basic, ABC, 1, 2, 3. That's the basic. Turned in 9 years of study, 900,000 hours, 400 books to create what took us to create this. This has never been, this is the ancient old teaching, the teaching that's been missing and been taken away from us. And we haven't been allowed it until this time. This is the revealing of all. Okay. It's never been revealed all. We get close and they reset. It's happened to us 3 times. We've already had 3 resets. This is your last body. You will not be in another body. Circle for sun, A, point of origin. I come from here. I don't come from the earth. I'm starborn. Okay. Triangle, please, B. According to him, it's 3. This would be 4. It it is 3. It's one of your 3s they took away. Now a triangle has 2 words in it. Tri-angel. You are the tri-angel. 3 different places. 1. Where do you think they get the tri from? The tri God. That's a false God. That's Jesus. Jesus is the God they've been telling you about for years and years and years that will come in the end. He is the Antichrist. Never mind one Antichrist person. Jesus is the top dog for the Antichrist. That's why it's called Antichrist, not anti Jesus Christ. Because in the end, you must become anti Jesus, not anti Jesus Christ, anti Jesus. Christ and Jesus are the 2 different things. Christ is your Godhead in the Bible. Jesus is you, your star, your triangle in the middle, your angel. He took the 3. Now, if you look at a triangle, it has 3 points. Took the 3 away from you. They also took your dark angel and they gave 33 to Jesus, which is you're the fisher, the 8. If you take 2 3s, you put them together facing each other, you get an 8. Everlasting life. You figured out the 3 codes, the 33. So I got videos, and every day guys are teaching what I am now. This will tell you that we're in full bore of revelation. 100% truth now. Keys to the kingdom of heaven are being given out. People that believe on what I'm telling them, they make it to heaven regardless. If they don't believe what the mouth of God is telling them, they're not going to make it because they were given a chance to understand. If they don't understand this by now and they're still teaching Jesus, having you praying and worshiping, what are you worshiping? The end of your tunnel, you find out who you are. If you worship anything, you're worshiping that side, the left. Anything. Praying to something is worshiping it. So if you're praying to Jesus, you're praying to the devil. He can answer prayers. He can make it look like he's answering all the prayers for you. All he wants to do is keep you blind. He doesn't care if you're physically sinning. He wants you teaching Jesus. He wants you giving out the number of the beast. Because today, if you're accepting Jesus, you don't have time to learn this. So if you're new on here, you best go over and over and listen to all the shows for the last year because you got a lot of catching up to do. Because anything that these guys tell you, Jesus, is a lie. Because the J wasn't created till 1521, 1524. Okay? Impossible. People have to get that through their head. And Yeshua comes from Joshua. Yahshua. Not Yeshua. Yahshua. A little bit different of a sound, isn't it? A little bit different. Now they changed it to Yahushua. Huh. It's the same guy. Yahushua, Yahshua, Jesus. Gaia, Buddha, Christendom. Same guy. The gods that they worship. You run everything. You can manifest things down here if you're doing it for something else, someone else, not for yourself. Anything you do for yourself, it's already done for you. You don't need nothing. It's the other people. So it's your motive, This and this will react if your motive's right. Now, if you're doing it for some other motive, there's a greed, lust, jealousy, power, envy, strife, all them, you're going to get this dark angel that you have is going to pour down darkness on you because it can turn evil. Your seraphic can turn evil because it's you. So when it turns evil, it's made to turn evil. See, you have to sin. You have to wear out the sin. It takes you to get over each sin. My biggest one took me 8 years and fighting to death not to do it, crying and fighting and screaming in the wilderness. You see, that's what my star and my angel, my other two parts of me, see. That I'm doing and I'm crying out and I'm trying and I'm working the hardest I can to not do the physical sin. So that's what you do at first. Then it starts falling off of you automatically as your spirit has taken flight every day. So let's go through the videos. They are getting correct. This is what I watch for.
Let me tell you something, all right?
These shapes are not just shapes inside the occult. They represent numbers. This is what we call number symbolism. So this is the number 4, this is the number 3, and this is the number 1. The square represents the physical plane, what we call Earth. Earth is simply the crystallization of consciousness. It is the manifested forces of consciousness. All creation fits within the square, which is the physical earth, the material plane.
So all spirits are down here on the earth. That's what that means. Doesn't mean that that's who they are. Now, if you notice, the triangle has 3 points to it. There's the 3. The triangel. See that? He's got it. There's one of your 3s. He's missing in his teaching the other 3, which would be the seraphic. The semicolon. He's one step behind me. He's missing a really important piece. This is what they all miss. Now, he's got enough to get into heaven, I believe, with that. But he's missing some.
number 3 symbolizes the 3 aspects of consciousness. Consciousness thinks, consciousness feels, consciousness acts. Thought, emotion, action. Now, normally you see an I in the middle of this triangle. The I symbolizes the number 1 because these 3 expressions are actually one force of the soul. The soul thinks, feels, and acts. If you think, you are feeling, you are acting. They are all affecting each other. Every time you act, it affects your thoughts and feelings. So this represents the 3 aspects of consciousness.
That's why you must watch your feelings. Bad feelings are demons.
This is you. Also, the number 3 represents creation. Creation is threefold: a father, a mother, a child. We live, we grow, we die. Everything moves through this cycle. And this is what the spirit is. This is the spirit. The oneness connected to source consciousness. And the spirit moves through 3 ways. We live, we grow, we die. The triangle represents how everything falls back into its original place. The spirit will become a physical being, but then it will return back to its true spiritual form. So these are the secrets of these shapes.
That's where it says I am in your Bible. Whatever you came from, you will go back to. If you came from a son, which is you, your father, what he's talking about, the circle of life. Most people were a father, a son. Everybody's been a father and a son, or a mother and a daughter, right? So vice versa, it's the same thing. We used it as the 3 spirits as one. Our Father is our upper king. Us. Me. That's Psalms 91 that I never left the heaven. It's a circle. A sun is a circle for the circle of life. The triangle is a tri-angel. Everything that you do on the earth, your star protects you. You also have a serapent. Let's just keep going with this.
These shapes are not
I
just
got
shapes
another one.
inside the occult. They represent numbers.
Here it is.
This is
Happening.
what we call number symbols.
There is no outlet for the occult and the secret societies, especially up in their face. Now, everybody is talking about the secret societies. Because why? Because it's the awakening. And there is no outlet for the occult and the secret societies. The only thing left for you is exposure. All you have left is collusion. All the lies have been exposed. I cracked your stupid number language. And so I'm here to tell you, there is no outlet. This is the future. This is the age of Aquarius. And there is no outlet for the occult and secret societies. You are fucking busted. So we can do this peacefully or we can do this violently. But I think the peace.
So he's giving the 33 sign. Okay. That's 33. Whenever you see that triangle, your star, that's your 33. It's on the dollar bill, American dollar bill. You're all seeing eye. So I'm going to show you that. Hold on a second.
Peaceful route is the best route, right? Just come clean, man. We'll offer you amnesty. Come clean with what you've done with the vaccine. Come clean with what you've done. There is no outlet for the occult and the secret societies, especially after this Charlie Kirk thing just blew up in their face.
They put their name on that. That didn't happen. This Charlie Kirk thing, they said they killed a Christian. They never killed. He never was killed. This was a hoax. That's why I didn't watch it. I knew it was. Huh? Marmar, a pastor that teaches on TikTok, said he got stabbed in the eye the same week that Trump got shot in the same ear, and both of them are hoaxed by that. The church is connected. Marmar on TikTok is a 33-degree Mason. And he's calling and saying Jesus is the only way, Jesus is the truth, Jesus is the life. You can't get to heaven but through Jesus. Those are the guys you got to watch out for. Because he never existed. Wake up. Why would God give us the whole world the name of the Creator? Nobody knows his name. He doesn't have a name. You can't explain him. You can't even talk about him. There's the 33. 47. I got to tell what number 47 would mean. 33. The 3 hats. 47. The numerology is KKK. The numerology is Jesus. The numerology is the police force. The word police means Popcan has it. On the bottom as Satan underneath your feet. And that's why Jesus washed your feet. He's on the bottom. They created him. They're the fake gods they created. Doesn't really have a name. They just put a name on it. Fool people. Because we allowed them. So you remember that Christian star they just they cause chaos, baby. They're the ones causing all of it. So they cause all the chaos. Wars. They do the same thing with wars. There's a war happening. You'll see on the TV this big old war. Those are filmed at another time in a little place in a little war, and they make it look big. They put it all over the news, swipe it all over the news. They paste Jesus. Every country puts Jesus as a different color. Huh? Doesn't people go to the countries and find these stuffs out? So this guy thinks he's a cracker, and he is. He cracked it. These guys are the people that get into heaven. So the McDonald's sign. Let me show you the McDonald's sign. Turn it sideways. What does it say? 3. The McDonald's M. The McDonald's M. Turn it sideways. And what do you get?
Okay, that's
A
3.
3.
Okay.
The Bible says by turning things right side up, you will reveal the potter's clay. Now you got to know which way to turn things. Huh? Who gives me the way to turn things? Nothing but the Spirit. That's 3, my wife said. So there you go. I don't know how much more I, in this last year, have proved the Spirit has proved who the Antichrist really is. So the Antichrist of today, his name is Jesus, Yeshua, Yahushua. That is the Antichrist in 3 different forms. You see, 3. He's got 3 different names right now. Yahushua, Yeshua, and Jesus. He's got 3 traps now. So if they get out of Yeshua, they're going to go to Yahushua. They're doing it already. The final step is they're not going to have anyone else to turn to. It's over. Yeah, that goes shows you the 40, and we're down to 24 months, guys. Around, let's say. And all I see is 3s. It's written on your signs, in your movies, on your McDonald's. There's more to the golden arches than people ever knew. It's been right in front of them. That's the fake Jesus. McDonald's. They're worshiping McDonald's. Ronald McDonald is Jesus Christ. Not Christ. Let's take the Christ out of there. Hold on a minute. Christ is a different being. Christ is, whenever it says Christ in the Bible, it's talking about you, your Godhead. It's your Son. Point of origin. Point A, circle, Son. 1. First place, A. 1. Point of origin. Second place, we came down to the middle. We won the war. We left our powers. We went back up, come down every day like that. Same way. Into the earth. We created the light and darkness. We gave them the natural spirit of Jesus, and that ran rampant. And that's your 3. That's the Jesus was Abraxas. Jesus was Horus. Jesus was Christendom. Jesus was Chinese. Jesus was Yahushua. Jesus was Joshua. Hey, you ever heard of Joshua? Where do you think they got Yeshua? All these made up names for you. Replacement theory, the 33. Your dark angel and your light angel. You are on 4 corners of the earth at all times. You see everything. All right, let's see what else we got here. And this is why they put it as a clown. This is you.
Now everybody is talking about the secret societies. Because why? Because it's the awakening. And there is no out.
Welcome to McDonald's. I knew you'd be back for more. I've got a magic secret that keeps my loyal customers coming back every day. Me and the squad are cooking up that sickness for everyone, and they fucking love it. I have some special ingredients that nobody knows what it is. Funny thing is, they don't even care. Just keep coming back day after day. So come by and see me and my friends. You know you want some. Stop fighting the urge. Welcome to McDonald's. I knew you'd be back for more.
I knew that anyways. See, the thing that people don't also understand is they own all the banks. All the banks in the world are connected. All the banks. They own all the social media platforms. They own all your television stations, sports and news networks. They own your rock bands, your country bands. They own your food. They own your everything. So they feed you. So the devil also takes care of you. But he spiritually beats you for the truth on the way out. That is what he wanted to do. He wanted to live so he could punish us on his way out because he never existed. This is this false force in God that you must believe me to get into heaven. Huh? You must only worship me. He was the only one to be worshipped on the earth flying around like Batman when he never existed. They put his name on it. I've showed you guys in the last 4 days, for the last year and a half, thousands of proofs against Jesus now. I remember when they made a movie, The Proof for Jesus. That's all just people's hearsay. None of the apostles even existed, guys. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Moses, they're all powers. Everything's been operated by lights and powers. No names have been operating everything. That's where do you think they get the no name from? I am no name. My name is in me. Any name on the earth is blasphemy. And that's why it says in the Bible, the names. They blaspheme by using different names like Jesus. The ones I'm allowed to use is God, Christ, and God means the all of us. We all have the same hive mind, but we have a different face, and we created a little bit different of a soul. Well, we have the same power. We are equal in the heavens. So where does it get Jesus is unequal? He's greater. He's the only one to worship in the heavens. When it says in the Bible, we are equal. We're not equal down here. We're less down here because we're in his laser show. All right. See what else I got. They're telling it now.
Solomon never existed. It never existed. You see what I'm saying? These are physical. Is Osiris. David is Horus. Jacob is the physical body, which is still a form of Osiris, called the jet killer. Jacob's ladder, which is the Kabbalah. Abraham is the black sun. So Solomon, Jacob, Abraham, and David, all of those are part of the same physical body. Different aspects of your same physical